A lot of people, let's just bring it up, we're a show that's very honest, are talking about Kanye, okay? Kanye West last night, let's update you with the story. He took to Twitter, tweeting, Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up, like on the movie Get Out, because I cried about saving my daughter's life. He also hit out at his mother-in-law, the momager herself, saying, Chris, don't play with me. You and that Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up. Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. This was all after Kanye's presidential rally in South Carolina, where he made several controversial claims. People are now worried definitely about Kanye's mental state, including the singer Halsey. She tweeted this: personal opinions about someone aside, a manic episode isn't a joke. If you can't offer understanding or sympathy, offer your silence. So I think very clearly the DBL Nation wrote me, you've written on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. This is clearly, in some ways, we're seeing a breakdown, right? What I think is interesting is, do you think, A, what would you do? And B, how do you feel knowing, and I'm going to go to Al first, the Kardashians are angry because of how far he went speaking about his daughter, Northwest, speaking about maybe there was going to be an abortion. They feel that went way too far. And once you've kind of crossed that line with the Kardashians, I wonder if they break.
Well, you know, it's bigger than the Kardashians. I think that we can all learn something from this, in that if you have a person that has a history of some kind of mental health issues, you should have a plan in place. You should have breakers in place to make sure that they don't end up on national TV at a South Carolina.
No, what if that person's Kanye West?
Exactly, but what if they're not? Because most likely, if they're us or our viewers, they're not going to have that kind of platform, but they still could end up acting out inside of a grocery store or doing something weird in a movie theater that could get them hurt, could get other people hurt. So you need to have plans in place because things like this happen when there's something going on wrong chemically with your brain. So I think that this looks like a failure at a lot of stops in terms of the people that are around him that were supposed to protect him, and now he seems like a human being that's floating.
Yeah, I do, but I wonder if the Kardashians get angry if they cut you off. I wonder what you think about that, Brandon, because he did go too far, in my opinion.
Well, I don't see them cutting him off. I mean, you know, they didn't cut off Scott Disick. They didn't cut off Lamar Odom. Right. Remember, Khloe Kardashian went to Lamar Odom's bedside. So I see them, honestly, Tori, with the momager and the brilliant entertainment mind that she is, I see them making this into some sort of Kardashian red table talk, where they put this and talk about the stigma of mental health and show how they're they're probably or could potentially try and get Kanye help and meet with doctors. Because I agree with Halsey in the sense where unless you've been through it, unless you've had a family member or a friend, and you realize that this person is acting completely different than what they normally are, of course you're going to laugh at it on a social media and stigmatize it. And I don't think that that's what we need to be doing at this time, because a lot of us know someone who suffers through mental health issues. And now it's the time that we really educate ourselves. And who else to do it with such a platform that they have than the Kardashians?
I agree completely with mental health. I'm just saying, through a marriage, that's very difficult to have your husband speak like that. And I think take Kardashian out of it, that's not easy for a couple to go through.